So we have to do it. There's no way that we can rationalize to not do it. Therefore, our purpose is to teach at least one disciple and bring them to self-realization as quickly as possible. That's why we're doing this retreat, by the way. This retreat is going to be about intense sadhana. Not so much preaching, not so much about collecting money, not so much about living an opulent lifestyle, but it's going to be about sadhana, chanting the holy name. We're going to chant the holy name as much as possible, because that is our main process. And also studying the scriptures and all that good stuff. A little ceremonial worship of the Lord, the deities, and like that. But the main process is going to be chanting. So we hope that you will join us. And if you can't join us physically, at least join us spiritually and try to increase your chanting of the mantra, either the Dvadashakshara mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, or the Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahā-mantra, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And you notice we don't chant this Hare Kṛṣṇa mantra square. Huh? Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. No. We chant it with a flowing rhythm that's derived from the lengths of the Sanskrit syllables. Sanskrit syllables come in two lengths, short and long. The short is one pada, or 1 beat long, and the long syllables are 2 beats long, 2 padas long. So in Hare, for example, the first syllable is short and the second syllable is long. So it's not Hare, it's Hare. Hare Krishna. In Krishna, both syllables are short because there's no long vowels. The R in Kr is short and the A in Shna is short. So Krishna. By the way, there's no I sound. It's not Krishna. It's Krishna. So Hare Krishna. The Hare is long, and then Krishna is both short. And then in Rama, the first A in Ram is long, so it's held for 2 beats, Ra. And then the A in the Ma is short, so it's Rama. So when you chant, you should chant according to the Sanskrit rhythms. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay? Then there's another thing I'd like to point out, that in the mantra there are 4 times when there are 3 words in a row the same. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, like that. So when you chant it, you should chant it in a flowing rhythm. It shouldn't be square, you know? That's for squares, man. So we don't want to be like that. We want to flow along with the rhythm of the rasa dance. So when you chant japa, it should sound like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Listen to Prabhupada's tape of chanting japa. It's called group japa. There's another one that's japa, called japa by example, where Prabhupada chants square. Why? Because he's dealing with neophytes. He's dealing with newcomers. He's trying to instruct them. He's just trying to get them to chant any old way. But when you hear him chanting by himself or chanting with a group of close students, he chants in the Indian way, in the Sanskrit way. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And he also chants according to a little tune, an improvised tune, a raga actually. He stays in one raga throughout the whole chanting process. And he improvises a tune in that raga. If you listen to Prabhupada's chanting tape, you'll hear that. He does not chant in a monotone. And he doesn't even chant to a set tune. He improvises a tune according to a particular raga. You'll hear him chant, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It's beautiful, it's creative, it's a song. It's not just a dull, boring, monotonous, repetitive chant. It's a sound representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And so it should be beautiful. It should be creative. It should be flexible and responsive to our moods and our attitudes. There's so many ragas, and you can chant in any raga. There are three elements in chanting mantras. The text, which is called mantra itself, the rhythm, which is what we just discussed, and then the tune, which is called raga. So mantra, matra, and raga. The text, the rhythm, and the tune. And all three of them should be harmonious and beautiful and bona fide for the mantra to be chanted properly. Don't be a square, man. Come on, get hip. Chant in a flowing way. Chant in a natural way. This is our most natural position, is actually to be in relationship with Krishna. It took me a long time to figure this all out. So I'm trying to share it with you so that you can progress quicker than I did. Of course, I had a lot of people helping me to be confused. My dear godbrothers, they didn't get it, but they thought they got it. And so they tried to stop people like me from going deeper into the mantra and finding the more bona fide ways to chant. And they were saying, oh, it's okay to chant any old way, like that. I remember one devotee, I won't give any names, but he used to chant like, egg, snake, 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 nom, 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 nom. I mean, this is not the Hare Kṛṣṇa mantra. I don't know what it is. But he used to chant like that. And so we had so many strange variations on the Hare Kṛṣṇa mantra. Yet, for years, every single morning we would play that tape of Prabhupada chanting japa, and nobody tried to chant like Prabhupada. This is very strange and perplexing to me. How can we listen to Prabhupada chanting for so many years and not try to chant the same way that he does? The same thing with kirtan. Prabhupada has so many kirtan tapes. Well, how many people chant according to the tunes that Prabhupada uses on his kirtan tapes? Not too many. Hardly ever, in fact. So they got those tunes from someplace else, from somebody else, from some other teacher or some other lineage or some other temple. Why? Didn't Prabhupada make enough recordings of chanting that we have to use other people's tunes? What is that? The thing is, Prabhupada's chanting is very sophisticated. Prabhupada's chanting is very deep. So when people hear Prabhupada's chanting, it's like they miss it. It goes over their heads. They don't hear it, actually. They can't hear it. They don't have a sufficiently developed hearing to be able to duplicate Prabhupada's chanting. I was very fortunate. I had years of training as a musician, even conservatory ear training and eurythmics and things like that, where the main skill that we were taught is how to duplicate sound vibrations. So the first step of learning spiritual life or spiritual sound, especially the chanting process, is to learn how to duplicate the sound vibration. This seems so obvious to me that it doesn't even need to be spoken. It doesn't even need to be said, but apparently it does, because I see so many other devotees chanting in a monotonous, very square way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. This is not the Maha-mantra. This is something else. This is your concoction. If you listen to Prabhupada, he chants Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, with force, with clarity, with rasa. The chanting should be done with rasa. It should be beautiful. It should be relishable. It should be done passionately and with